listening to the Pastimes. Steve's recording. He's our guest. Don't worry, we'll get into that. You know, this podcast, it's one of the bigger ones. Mm-hmm. Each week we go through a newspaper from a random date in history picked out by none other than Dave Anthony. I, Gareth Reynolds, have never seen it, and neither has this week's guest, the great Steve Furey. Hi, Steve.
What's up? Super excited to be here, dude.
Thank you for being here.
Steve is wearing a Sacramento Kings hat.
Yes.
Are you from Sacramento?
Yes.
All right.
He's a homer.
Yeah,
that's
pretty
good.
much always wear one.
When I was when I in like the year 2000 or something, when I was working at Staples Center and I learned through the back side of things that the NBA was totally fixed. I was working at the Sacramento Punchline, and it was
that's where I'll be at the end of the month.
It was the week.
We're not promoting stuff on this. Sorry, go ahead.
The
Dave.
Kings were like kicking ass in the playoffs, and they were supposed to win. They were up like 3-1 or something in the playoff series. And then it came down to
Steve's like, I remember.
Yeah, it came down to the last game, and since I was like 100% convinced it was fixed, I went to a big sports bar just because I knew the Kings were going to lose. And I just sat there and ate and watched it transpire. And it was like watching like a Greek tragedy. Like it was the most fascinating experience to watch all those people knowing. And I was just knowing, I was like, the game's just completely fixed. Like
you seem like the Highlander when he cuts people's heads off and he sucks all their souls in. You did that at like a Buffalo Wild Wings. All these people, you just put your head back as their spirits got sucked into.
By the way, that's a great Buffalo Wild Wings commercial. They should use that.
For the one guy,
really good for the Buffalo Wild Wings. So Steve, you are truly fucking hysterical.
Thank you. Likewise.
We've done a number of shows together. You are truly one of the best. So we were saying we don't know. You're. I mean, people can see you in a number of places, but the best thing to do is follow you on Instagram. Aren't you Scuba Steve Furey?
Scuba like you're diving. Steve Furey.
Yeah. What's the scuba part?
No, scuba is it's a really niche reference from the movie Big Daddy. His son was obsessed with this thing called Scuba Steve.
I remember Scuba Steve.
Yes, it was Scuba Steve. So then that was kind of a nickname of mine with some people I was hanging out with. And then it just I thought it was funny.
Yeah, okay. There you go. Don't, Dave, take that look off your face. Dave, leave him alone. Dave, back off.
No, you have a
Stop it. His mother's a big fan of our show, so you watch your mouth.
You have an online name that's hard for people to find.
Okay. So, Steve...
Steve Furey will come up. There ain't that many of them.
Hey, by the way, you're talking to Dave_Anthony and Reynolds Gareth, so let's all calm down.
No, I'm Dave Anthony on the Twitter and the blue. I couldn't get my real name on Instagram. I couldn't get my actual name.
That's why I said Instagram.
But I jumped in late to the game.
Well, there's a Steve Furey who's an incredibly successful guitar teacher. He has like YouTube videos.
That's who I thought we booked. Who are you?
No. I'm the yodel. I brought my accordion and the yodel for you guys.
Can you book Can you do lessons on YouTube with him?
Yeah, I mean, this was like when I first started. He had tens of thousands of followers.
Can you reach out to him and see if he wants to do the show? I mean, we just really, is that cool? We really want to get him.
We thought this is why. Yeah, I was like, that can't be the scuba guy. Can't be the guy we're looking for, and it turns out it's not.
You can't have more than one passion. You can't scuba and teach guitar.
Bingo. Can't surf and do a podcast. Right. Just ask Dave.
What the fuck just happened?
So Steve, we're going through a newspaper. We like to guess what year it is. You get to go first. The reasons why you go first, I'm not even going to get into it, but it's problems with Dave. Okay. So we've done 2000. That's our latest. Yeah. We've done 1600-ish. That's our earliest. Mm-hmm. You're definitely not going to be going in the 1600s. It'd be my guess, but it's up to you. Yeah. And there's no prize.
I want to get like 24 AD. It's just on papyrus.
Oh my god!
Dave has to read like
Dave's
onk and cat raw.
Realizing sand, not water. Oh fuck me.
I'm gonna guess 1975.
Oh, it's wild.
Check you out.
I'm pushing back. I'm going 1866.
What a dumb guess. Steve is correct. It's 1912, which is, I believe, what Steve guessed.
It's not.
February 6th, 1912.
On Jeopardy. Isn't Jeopardy or whatever the one? Whatever.
Price is Right.
I won.
Yeah, it's Jeopardy rules. That's right. He's right. It's
By the way,
Jeopardy
I
rules.
got Final Jeopardy last night, and my mother barely gave me any credit. Did you, Mom?
Hey, buddy.
Hold on,
there's
I'm in
a
the middle of
podcast
something. It
happening.
was Marie Curie. Mom, I got Final Jeopardy last night, correct? She's talking.
What's going on right now?
It was hard. I got Final Jeopardy. It was Marie Curie. Go ahead.
People get Final Jeopardy all the time. Is that the first time you've gotten Final
Not
Jeopardy?
in this house.
Brings up a little plaque. His mom gives it to him that they traded off like a championship belt.
It's a congratulations spelled with a K.
So we're doing Steve's hometown, Fairbanks, Alaska, the weekly Alaska Citizen, which is nice.
Awesome.
It'll make you feel at home.
Yeah.
First page here. Returns in 3 days to find wife bride of another.
Oh, shit.
That
That's very Alaska. Goes out fishing.
Yeah.
Comes back, wife with a new.
You can't leave your lady alone for a second up there because she'll get
No.
snatched up by another Alaskan.
And by the way, we're a
it is
progressive
like-
show.
I would say
thinking
it's
of-
not news, is my thing.
It's news.
I think that's like
I mean,
someone's
Steve-
personal business. How
Steve,
small is this town where man lots of
if
fight?
you're going to start flagging that stuff, this show is going to get real complicated. Most of this shit, but what happens a lot of times, it's like this, and then you go through 6 stories, and then it's like 15 killed. And you're like,
Yeah, that's news.
why? Yeah.
Well, like, how did the writer find this? I bet the writer wrote that story about himself.
Yes.
Well, it's from another paper. It's from Savannah, Georgia. So he got it off the wire.
This
AP
even
wire?
makes it weirder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes it weirder to be like, ooh, huge. Can't pass this up.
After an absence of 3 days, George Ari, a prosperous Greek, returned last night to find his wife, the bride of another man.
Now, that's not legal then, correct?
Why not?
I don't think.
You don't know how Greek law works.
Yeah, do you think they put Greek in there so you'd feel worse for him or not as worse for him?
I think that back then they needed to assign the country or the ethnicity of every person in the paper so people would know how to feel.
Yeah, that's what I like.
By
I
the
don't
way,
know.
it's still
I don't
happening.
know.
It's
Yeah,
just
still
race
happening.
now.
Yeah.
Just
But
a
I don't
call.
know. I don't know where the Greeks landed on that spectrum in 1912.
Yeah, I don't know.
Probably not considered white, I would imagine.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to guess it. Or you wouldn't have put Greek. You would have just said white guy.
Because Italians weren't at that point.
No.
So
They still
Italians
aren't.
like Greeks.
yeah, and Irish
Italians
like they
still
weren't.
aren't.
Okay, so Ari received word through a half-opened door to go away, which he did.
That's the
But-
crazy part.
Yeah. All right, honey.
Okay. It was like a guy, get out of here.
You don't live here anymore.
Leave. I'm insider. Go.
Take your tzatziki and get the fuck out.
Yeah.
By the way, it's so
my
hard.
toga's caught in the sliding door.
It's so hard to keep fucking and answer the door and talk to someone.
Very
But-
unrelatable comment.
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever done
Oh, I've been able to do both.
Which he did, but he only went as far as the police station where he asked aid in regaining his property.
Well, I'm fully on the bride side now. That was so easy to swing me in the direction of her. To say yes and then go to the police station and report a property missing? That's insane.
He just wants to get back into his property.
My chatty hole. Oh, sorry.
He wants to get, not his wife.
Sorry.
His
I
house.
I misunderstood.
Oh my God.
It's 1912. That's not crazy.
Is he complaining that his wife was cheating on him or that he can't get his stuff?
He's
Can't get
complaining
into his house.
he can't get into his house because his wife is cheating on him.
Wow.
I can't get into my wife. Yeah.
The other man was a partner in one of Ari's stores. Miss Ari wishing a half interest in the other of her own right. Both places have now been closed by the police pending settlement. Patrice and Miss Ari were married according to the Greek Orthodox Church laws. So it
what,
doesn't
she
say
got-
his name.
So
Oh, no,
did
it
she?
does.
Okay.
So the other guy, so she did marry the other guy.
I think she's got a Greek husband and an Alaska husband.
I think you're right.
Yeah. Which I've
Can
done.
you do? I think you
Oh,
can do
yeah.
that.
Yeah, I think that's different. Yeah, you can do
That's legal. You could do that.
that. Yeah.
You
I
should
mean,
be able
I've
to
got a Greek
marry-
wife.
I was the
marry
last
people. You should be able to marry people in every church, right?
Every culture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every
without
race.
question. Every race.
Every
Yeah.
age.
Yeah.
Wait a second.
Hold on. Getting note here. Squarespace dropped from the ad list, Dave. They're out. Thanks, Steve.
Yeah. Well, that was expected. We knew this was going to happen with this guy.
Wow. Okay.
Boston professor draws a picture of ideal woman. This isn't going to go well. 'Cause it's 1912, so this is going to be really bad.
I can't wait to. Steve just sips. I can't wait.
I'm gonna let you cook.
To find out what it is. Boston, I'm thinking big.
How far off do you think this guy's description will be from Ben Shapiro's today?
I think off because I feel like Boston is more like, dude, she's got to have a big ass, big tits. Whereas Ben Shapiro is just like, she needs to have a skill, but not like a skill that directly impacts like the way that I am doing business right now. The whole thing is that she needs to be able to demure at the drop of a hat.
Ben Shapiro's wife is totally banging other dudes.
Have you seen?
No way.
Yeah. Have you seen? Well, she's got Greeks. Have you seen Ben Shapiro take his biceps seriously? I feel like I've talked about this before.
Oh no! What are you talking about?
But Ben Shapiro's got pictures where he's like, "Look at the guns."
Does he have kind of guns? Is he kind of jacked? I can see him being.
It's not jacked. It's not like Crowder had like a chest plate put under his skin.
Yeah.
So it's not like that. But like Ben Shapiro's clearly like, I've been curling 13s 45 times a day for 5 years.
I also want to see, I feel like the way he describes or drew a woman back then would not be offensive now. Like there's like skateboarding T-shirts that are probably more
mud flaps.
Yeah, like the old hookups ones would blow people's minds way more.
Yeah, mud flaps and mud flaps now are just like hit her doggy. You're like, should he be working with FedEx?
Mud flaps.
I mean, he works out. Yeah, there's all these bicep pictures of him. There's tons.
He's like, he posts a lot of bicep pictures. And he's like, got to deal with it, liberals.
Oh my god. Okay.
What if that ruins someone's day? Fuck.
Yeah.
It's just so dumb.
The resistance is real. If I was there on January 6th, he's like Mark Wahlberg of January 6th. If I was there on January 6th, we would not even have that form of government any longer.
President Lemuel Merlin of the Boston University described his ideal of beautiful woman. Quote, what?
This is a professor. He did this academic.
Yeah. No, this is like
it's even more not okay.
Yeah. This is how you know it's true.
Yeah.
Because he's a professor. There are plenty of young women in Boston University who come up to my ideal of what constitutes the real type of beauty in womanhood.
So fucking crazy. That's so great.
Yeah. But there's a lot of hot young ones here.
I'm looking to pork a lot of the women walking the campus. Now here's a drawing.
Yeah. Instead of rate my professor, he's rate my students. He was like, Becky in 6th period, great tits.
Yeah. You're just in his class like, this is not philosophy. He's like, and also, some of the girls have butts where you could eat a meal off it. And I like that. Now, here's a list of their names.
He's like, also on your report cards will be a grade of your body, face, and then broken down. Ass,
I didn't get an
legs.
A, B. I got an 8. Yeah, I'd bang you. You understand?
Yeah, he gets 1 to 10. It's so funny.
Yeah.
I cannot conceive of any woman being considered beautiful who does not possess, first of all, beauty of character, or in a word, womanliness.
He saves himself a little. It's not good. It's not good.
You can tell the room was turning on him. People are like, character. I meant a beautiful character.
I like her to be dependent on me. I want to break her soul. Do you understand?
Higher education is conducive to beauty. With higher education goes physical culture along scientific lines, all contributing to beauty. Scientific lines is a little disturbing.
That's a Robin Thicke song, isn't it?
It's eugenics. Yes. Yes.
It's all weird. I'm trying to think if I would just rather him go physical, and I guess that's probably worse. but still, it's not a
Well,
good look.
this right now is the guy who is like, no, I'm a feminist. Women just to get laid. That's what this guy is right now. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Look, I've never seen someone put the correlation between the more education and more attractive you are before.
This might be a first.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a sapiosexual. I think that's what they're called.
The first sapiosexual, yeah.
Yeah, he's the first sapio. People are like, dude, and in Boston, he was like, the fuck are you talking about, dude? That's crazy. That's fucking disgusting.
Yo,
Quite frankly, I'm fucking disgusted.
A student of character soon learns to find beauty and refinement behind what might be regarded at first by other people as an attractive face.
There we go.
So he's saying that there's something also beautiful behind the face. That's the crazy thing that he's saying here.
Right. So he wants a hot
There's
head
also
and something in
look,
it.
they also have a personality and brains and all that shit. So behind the thing you want to really grab a hold of and just bang, there's also like a part of them that you can like talk to and stuff.
She's got to have one of those faces you want to cream on and then also can read. Those are must, dude. He's like 68 with like elbow patches. That's a must. That's a must, dude. You gotta have that.
He's got a pipe.
Yeah. As he's lost everyone in the room, you got to be able to do that. That's got to be big. That's big for me.
Behind the face. Yeah. Behind the face. It's wonderful.
Behind the face, you can have a conversation with your mother, not embarrass herself, but also, come on, she's got a big eyes. Ears can't be too big.
Yeah.
Let's talk Rex.
With a rack, you got to be able to take a big load on the tits and then start talking about Play-Doh.
And then he hits the pipe. So dignified.
He flips the board over and it's just pictures of boobs. Whoa, never mind. Sorry, we'll go on this side. We'll stick to this side. Chill. Everybody, hey, let's be honest. If you saw that, chill.
He has a mathematical equation to get someone's attractiveness. You know,
all right, dude, look.
Tits over ass plus not speaking.
That's a quotient. That's a quotient. Dude, Pythagoras fucked.
Pythagoras never talked about tits. What are
Pythagoras
you doing?
fucked. Dude, what are you doing, dude? Get your fucking head together. He's at a wet lunch.
Oh, wet lunch. I miss my dad.
Yeah, we all do.
Stole socks from preacher who was baptizing convert.
Wow. Pro?
I don't know. This is out of Youngstown, Ohio.
Yeah.
I think you can. Why not? You can do it.
I like the guy getting baptized. He's like, I'm going to get soaking. Like, nah, it's just a little bucket.
When the divorce case of Alorna Williams against David Williams came up for trial, she convulsed the court when she testified that her husband, who was a janitor at the First Baptist Church, returned home one night excited. Look here, she testified, he said as he raised his trouser leg. This is one of the Reverend C.H. Pendleton's silk stocks, which I stole while he was baptizing a convert. Yeah, I got holy socks, baby.
We all think our lives are going pretty bad. But the guy who's stoked off of stealing Reverend socks.
And doesn't go like, here they are. He's like, let me shake it out like an accidental turd. Check that out.
He wore him out of the store.
Yeah. Like, it's really not that big of a caper.
Take him home, wash him. He was like,
nobody's gonna know. Yeah. Don't worry.
He put his socks there?
Yeah, he must have. He must have left his socks at the scene. Yeah.
He Temple of Doomed him, or Raiders of the Lost Ark. He was like,
Temple of Doomed him? Come on, man.
Oh, don't even.
Yeah.
This guy.
Get it right.
This guy.
The charge she made against her husband is failure to provide. Not socks, baby.
Also
holy
crazy.
Socks.
He is providing.
Dude, she ratted on him?
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, well, she's getting divorced, so it's rat time.
Was she? Oh, okay.
Let it go.
Strange. So far, there's not been a story.
Okay.
No. This is just the Citizen app on your phone that people think is the Associated Press or whatever the thing is.
It really, and even on Citizen app, I'd be like, there's not much happening today.
If he doesn't have a machete, is it really a story on Citizen?
Yeah, if it's not like bears eating garbage.
That's the next story for sure in Alaska.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Okay, there's two. This is two separate stories. So the first one. So this woman's name, her first name is O.I.
Oi.
Oi!
Oi.
Oi!
Oi Sen under arrest.
Oi!
This is from Billings, Montana on January 31st. Oi Sen, the Chinese woman, is held here on suspicion of being the person who killed Seld Bong, the Alaska cannery boss, and afterward shipped his remains to Portland.
Whoa. So
that's how you get rid of it. I think maybe.
She canned him up?
Well, he how else would you ship the body?
Man, I'm hoping she's canning him.
Or just put it in a box?
Yeah, I would think it's more that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a lot of cans.
But canning him would be amazing.
Yeah, you'd just be like, Jesus Christ, this
you
guy was huge.
You could get someone into like
800 cans. It's 800 cans.
No, well, you're talking little cans, but you get a gallon can, you could put a lot of guy in there.
I love that
this
too.
Tuna's garbage.
She's like searching for curd jars. She's like, do you have one that's like, I don't know, 400 gallons, maybe a 400-gallon jar, like a human jar.
What do you have? What do you have? You have a big. What do you guys have for like something you think is just not cool? Like what is you have a?
You want to not
have any
cool
gator
side?
jars?
We got a jar you can put a whole.
You have a man jar? Is that crazy?
I was gonna say. I mean, it's a man-sized jar.
Jar.
Yeah,
Sure.
we have them for like bachelor parties and stuff when you pop out of the can or jar or whatever.
Happy birthday, Doug! Oh my God, you gonna be a woman in a jar?
She's like, I wanna, jar some carrots. Like, how much? She's like 6'1", about 210.
I'm trying to think. How many carrots is in like a 6'1" man? You know what I mean? Are you guys doing man measurements? Are you metric? What are you?
It's like a blended fella or like a.
Look at a man.
Oh, man.
Well, you blend them, or what are you doing with it? Is it a soupy gentleman sort of situation?
He's boned.
Boned? Okay.
Like imagine if carrots had bones.
Yeah, that's going to be a little more. I mean, if you can blend up whatever we're shipping, we might save you some money there.
I'm Oi. Did I mention that? My name is
did,
Oi. Yeah.
It's several times. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, we got that. Okay, and then next to it, like a little ways over on the front page, Oi Sen confesses.
Oh shit!
She already did it.
And this is from Portland 3 days later or 2 days later.
So Portland was like, whoa. You guys got a man jar.
Yeah.
That's not okay.
Oi Sen, the Chinese girl arrested in connection with the Seattle trunk mystery, confessed to the murder of Bong and pleaded that her jewels be returned to her. She begged that the lawyers be not allowed to hold them.
This is there's a lot of crazy shit. What's crazy also is for them to be like, set up punch next to each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
it's not even right next to each other. They're a little ways away from each other. Maybe they do it. Maybe they did these comms by date.
Okay.
Because the stuff, the news has to get to Alaska, so it's probably taking a little while.
Right. But still, you'd think someone would be like, we don't need that. Either way, crazy ask to be like, just get the jewels back. It's like, Oi, you are not in a position of power right now. Get the goddamn jewels.
I need the jewels. I got to get the jewels.
You jarred a guy.
You know how like we have older names like Gerald and Elda, and you know how when people like want like if they say a racist name about a Chinese person, they would say Bong and Ping, but I've never met a guy like that. Do you think that's what their names were? Maybe that's their version of like Elmer back then. Like
there's like Bong
running around.
Bong.
Could be.
And then there was one guy just smoked so much weed, they're like, buddy, we're naming this fucking thing after you. This is crazy. It's like, I'm just a guy.
No, I wanted the human-sized jar named after me. What do you?
I smoked him. From what?
Okay.
So she got caught
Yeah,
and confessed.
she did.
I guess it wasn't a great plan.
No, it doesn't seem like it's
Yeah.
why ship a guy? Just there's
Yeah.
other ways to do it, especially if you're killing him in Montana. Just drag him out for the bears.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely a move you do after you smoked a lot of bong.
Yeah.
You hit the bong and you're like, I'll mail him.
Yeah.
I got an
And then the
idea.
anxiety. The paralyzing anxiety you feel where you're like, probably shouldn't have mailed that guy. That's crazy.
But then you sleep. You sleep good after that.
Yeah.
I don't think I would be like, oh, fuck.
I should take
I had a
another-
dream once that I cut off Christopher Walken's head and threw it in a river. And I mean,
That's just called the Highlander dream. That's fine.
yeah, it's a Buffalo Wild Wings commercial now. But the stress I was dealing with in the dream, those dreams where you wake up and you're like about to roll over, you're like, man, I can't believe I fucking killed Chris Walken. And then you're like, wait. Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
I can live my life again. I can live a regular life. Because in the whole dream, I was like his head washed up on shore, and they were like, who did this? I was like,
I've had those dreams. When I was in college, Danny Manning was going to be the #1 draft pick in the NBA.
Yeah.
And I dreamt that the Warriors drafted him. And I came out and like the next day to my roommates, and I was just like, you guys, like, it's so fucking amazing. We got Manning. And they're like, what? And I'm like, we got Danny Manning. And I was fully convinced that we had drafted Danny Manning, and it was all a dream.
That's fucking great.
Isn't that amazing? Like I was just 100% on board that we had drafted. I must have had the most detailed dream about it.
It's so weird.
A draft.
They're like, dude, what?
Puts pool ball in his mouth, loses 5 teeth on bet. And now just guess what? Just guess.
This is paperworthy.
What city this is from?
Vegas.
No, come on. Think about it. Where would someone put a pool ball in their mouth for a bet?
I feel like this is just how like an old dentist would work. He would like put cocaine on your gums and say, bite on this.
All right, now
Think about-
bite the cue ball, and then all the bad ones will fall out. You're the best.
Think about Alex Burns, Philadelphia.
Oh, it's Burns.
We're gonna
Of
last.
course,
Our
it would be
producer.
Philadelphia.
Yeah, okay.
Robert Wilson made a bet with several companies today that he had the largest mouth of any person in the crowd, and to prove his assertion, thrust a pool ball between his jaws.
It's actually funny because Burns, the same guy we're talking about, I remember one time he's like, I could fit my fist in my mouth. And I was like, what? He was like, I can. I was like, do it. And he was like, oh, he was like all put out. And I was like, you fucking what? And then he did. And I was like, ugh.
Maybe it's a Philly thing.
Is this one handwritten? He signed it, Alex Burns.
Or it's his whole family has this thing where they think they can fit things in their mouths. There's a lineage of the Burns.
We have jaw dysmorphia, Alexander.
I swear to God, I can do a bowling ball.
I'll put a basketball in my mouth. Jesus Christ, he's dead.
He won the wager, but lost several teeth for the
He lost
ivory.
i.e. lost the wager.
Well, no, he won it because the ball fit in.
It's not great.
told you guys I would win this really
Where's the after party? Where we going to drink right now? I got a little bit of money burning a hole in my pocket. Where we going now to party?
Yes, I am Burns. How did you know? I am. How did you know?
That's right.
Oh.
Ladies, the line to suck my dick forms to the right. Like blood. Congealed blood all around his mouth. That's right. Fellas to the left for hand fries, and women to the right for the blood jobs. Blood jobs. The blood jobs.
He won the wager, but lost several teeth, for the ivory ball fitted the mouth so well that it took 2 hours' work on the part of the physicians at the children's hospital to remove it.
Oh my God.
This was accomplished only when the pain from his distended jaws became so great that it was determined to sacrifice 5 front teeth. Oh my God.
I don't know
Oh my
Pulled
god!
his fucking teeth to get the ball out.
I don't know if details have ever made anything so much more traumatic.
This is so Philadelphia.
It was like funny. I like figured he like it hurt. The fact that the jaw was like I'm giving up.
Dude, imagine your jaw hurting so bad you'd rip out your own fucking teeth.
Oh, it's like Rocky. Go! What's he saying? Go!
He said, he wants to try the 8-ball. He said, now see if he can get the 8-ball in it. Treat him like one of those billiard tables that has those little pockets.
Wow.
There's no way they could understand him, right? I mean, there's no way he could
imagine the check-in. All right, what brings you to the hospital then? All right,
could you, sir, could you take the egg out of your mouth and then we will discuss.
All right, and what are the side effects? Do you have a primary? You know what? Just fill out this paperwork. It's 6 pages, double-sided. You have insurance? Is it an arm thing? What's going on? I think he's having a bit of a stroke.
I love that he went to a children's hospital because he probably, it was probably the only place where that's the only place they've dealt with something like this. There's
Where you normally get transferred to like a Cedars Cancer Institute. He's at a normal hospital and he gets transferred to like a children's hospital.
He's just like sitting next to a kid that has a fire engine in his mouth, another kid that just has like a bunch of...
So how did you make this?
I just tried to put a bunch of Legos up my ass.
I did have to go to the hospital, the children's hospital, when I was a kid because there was
so far that's right
a game where there were like little ant things, plastic ant things. I don't know what you did with them, but my sister and her friend were like, "I dare you to put that up your nose," and I was like 4 or something or 5, and so I did it, and then it wouldn't come out because I shoved it up there so far, so I had to go to the.
Oh, dude, I knew a kid put a battery.
Anthony.
I knew a kid put a battery in his nose, never told anybody, it disintegrated, melted in his brain. He's fucking.
What are you talking
Stop
about?
it.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Stop it.
He put a battery in here. He was too embarrassed to tell his mom. And you know how when a battery gets wet, it starts getting that corrosion at the ends?
Yeah.
He got corroded in there and it fucked up his whole head and he was never the same. He's actually worse than never the same. He's not right.
Has anyone changed the battery?
No, we kept it up there. He seemed to like it a little bit.
The doctor takes it out and goes, "Oh no, it's still got it, James. It's back up there. It's still fine." Oh, you don't want it in there. Oh,
where's the flashlight? I gotta.
He just sneezes. Tell Tim to sneeze. There we go.
There we go. All right, I could see right here. Oh, you got a bunch of hair in the drain.
How old was he?
He's a child.
He's a child.
He's actually one of my cousins. My cousin's cousin, like a cousin's kid.
This is the craziest story.
Yeah,
I can't believe you topped my. No, I would think he wouldn't be doing well. I bet I gotta say,
the fourth
maybe there
return
wasn't a good outlook for him in the first place.
No, I mean, a lot of we're just like the Burnses with balls. The Furies do put things in our noses, and he's the worst.
The 4 times Steve, with total seriousness, is like, he's not doing great. He's deteriorated greatly.
I was worried he'd hear this, but I don't have to worry. I don't think he's got on the internet yet.
No, he doesn't know how to work a podcast. How old is he now?
8 or 9, maybe.
You okay?
Oh, he's a kid still.
Yeah.
Did you fall?
How did they find the battery?
Kid was like having problems, like serious problems. He said his head was hurt when the doctor, and it was already up there. And it already like.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
Wow.
Can we get him on the show?
I'd
love to have him on.
He's a great listener.
Yeah.
There's so many jokes I have right now that I'm absolutely not going to say.
Yeah. Hey, Dave, I don't know if you heard from Steve. He's not doing great.
Yeah.
The embarrassment to not. I think I'll just change my brain. I don't want to bother anyone.
I feel bad for the guy.
Okay. Oh, yeah, we all do. This is out of Kansas. Groom kidnapped by the bride's jealous rivals.
Rivals.
Jealous rivals
Bride
of the
brings
girl.
rival. Bridegroom rivals.
Are there any rivals who want to say anything right now?
I'm a rival.
If anyone has an
Fuck
objection,
Linda!
if anyone has an objection, please stand up. You see like 6 people in leather jackets.
Christ, all the rivals. I'll go first. She owes me a bounty. I've been competing with her my whole life.
Can I just say she ain't shit?
All right, rivals, not rivals. Anyone who's not a rival. The rivals table. Pretty good cake, though. Put all the rivals together. Yeah, the rivals table.
Oh, Christ.
They put me at the rivals table.
It's just you one. I thought I was friends with her.
Everyone else is a rival.
Yeah. Everyone else has a curly mustache or a gun.
Hey, Frank, tell us why you think she's shit.
I thought she was my friend.
No, go on. That's
We knew each
you're at
other in
the
high
table.
school. I thought I'd be a bigger table.
Not even the photographer table.
I actually just know the photographer. They said he could bring somebody with the rivals.
I ordered steak. You'll have salmon. No. Well, this only digs the cut deeper.
Jealous rivals of the girl he married kidnapped J.B. Steinrod from his bride for a few hours here and finally tied him to a telephone pole where he was kept prisoner for more than an hour.
What in the name? What?
He had on no overcoat and the temperature was below freezing.
Well, what rival doesn't have an overcoat on?
No, he
was the
is.
husband. Or
Oh,
He's
both.
not-
okay.
He's
All
the
right.
husband. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
okay.
not a rival.
All right. Well,
rivals
that
took
sounds
him.
like the rivals.
There
Sounds
should,
like the rivals won.
honestly, the way this story so far, there really should be jealous rivals at every wedding because it makes it
100%.
so much more exciting.
The best.
You get more out of a story if there's conflict and drama and
Yes.
someone to bounce stuff.
Yeah, you
off
have the
of.
brides, you have the groomsmen, you have the bridal party, and then you just have like the rivals standing there, just like.
Yeah.
All right, it's time for the best rival to speak.
I love you talking to your family. So I want to thank the groom's family for being here. You guys are going to cover the rear, the bride's family. You guys look great. You're going to get west, north, and we're going to have the starter get
Keep
the
in mind, these rivals love to swing in on chandeliers, so keep your eyes peeled.
And I need to reiterate, no knives.
knives. Yeah, this is all good. It's all guns, baby.
Has anyone seen my husband? Oh, God.
Oh, he's tied to
Oh, my God. The
We tied him
rivals.
to a pole.
The rivals.
Okay, this is the best. He had on no overcoat, and the temperature was freezing. Steinrod had been married only a short time to Miss Ada Smith, a young widow. Oh, wow.
Did he die?
This is, I don't know.
No,
The
she'd
girl-
already
she
lost
was
the guy.
already, she had
Rivals
already
already
had it.
like, she's like, my last husband, they threw in ice water. Not again. Gabe.
The girls caught him soon after the ceremony, and after tying him to a pole, slapped his face, kicked his shins, and otherwise maltreated him.
Wow.
Steinrod went before a justice of the peace and swore out warrants for all those in the crowd he had recognized.
Wow.
Wow, that is fucking so crazy.
I love the idea that he's like, you kicked my shins. Like, prove it. She's got like steel toe platform or like stilettos on.
Yeah. You? Why did you lump everyone from the wedding in a crowd? We're not very good at this. You?
Puts cold feet on wife's back, and she is suing for divorce.
There has not been one normal legal proceeding.
No.
This is what newspapers are for.
What?
It's exactly what we
I'm
need.
suing you.
Yeah, you know the people they always like pretend the past was better. Seems like the past might. If this was all the problems people had,
True.
I think we need to take it back. We need to make America great again.
Yeah.
Finally.
Finally, we finally have one reason to
How
show.
great would it be to run
that-
on MAGA, but I mean it. But I like in earnest MAGA.
This story is out of Pittsburgh. Because the fires were out one cold night in 1906, when John Welfar, a wealthy wholesale grocery, returned home, his wife declares he put his cold feet on her back to get warm. Now she is the respondent in a divorce on trial, and the charges are cruel and barbarous treatment and indignities. So she brought that up in the divorce.
I mean,
she brought it up in the divorce.
I know we're just 3 dudes, but come on. Come on. I feel like that happens. That's part of the game of being a couple. You're trying to like make the other one cold, put your fingers up their butt when they're walking in front, all that stuff. Yeah. That's part of the thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Glad we all signed off on the bump.
All right. We're all fine. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think anyone's on her side. Sadly, for being pretty liberal, I don't think anyone's on this woman's side.
No. That's why I've always said not all women.
Yeah.
That's why I started that hashtag and everyone piled on.
This is what I meant.
This is what I was talking about. Some of these women
becomes a Caruso.
Hey, remember when Jay Leno took that fall and half his face was a bruise? That's a non sequitur. What was that about?
That was fine. It was only like 6 months after he got his face hurt before. So it's all fine. Normal. He's not in any sort of situation where he has to pay debts and he's not paying them or, not.
What are you talking about?
He's not illegally gambling and caught up in a ring. It's just like Bill Cosby's son died, even
like
though there was no betting going on.
Came to you with this,
and
you'd
the
be like,
Russian
you're out of your
mob
mind.
Wasn't a hit.
What are you talking about?
I mean, I think you could be right. I think it makes sense. I also
Jay Leno.
Jay Leno was
being the muscle, and then you feed him, you meet him, and it's just the biggest face you have to punch. It's like hitting like a punching bag. You can.
We are our backs hurt. Our backs are in great pain. You cannot work the chin. Yeah, come on, try again. Why don't you guys keep going? Huh? I don't care how much money you owe you. Keep going. It's like Rocky pounding a steak inside of that warehouse.
No, I was out in the middle of nowhere doing. No, it's not like Mike Tyson. I was out in the middle of nowhere doing at a hotel at a place, and then I fell down a path. It's a bunch of times.
It's not. I can't believe that.
It's not on the up and up. It's not on the up and up. It's not.
You don't fall and get bruises on your face and not scrapes.
It's not.
I can't believe I'm in the minority. I can't believe I got outvoted.
There's something weird there. There's something weird going on.
For sure. He was like,
but he has a warehouse of cars. Wouldn't he just be like, take the Model T? I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, who knows what he's involved in? He's up. Something happened that's not good, and he's gotten the shit kicked out of him twice now.
Leave the chin alone. Work right eye.
He's the silent partner in all the Diddy parties. That's what we did.
Yeah, that's right. Boy, I don't think I was supposed to have this cocktail. I don't remember anything. Jesus Christ, Jay. Keep your eye on the prize. All right, hip, hop. All right, let's go. Hip it to the hip, and a hip, hip, hop, and a don't stop the boogie. And the jam of the boogie, and up the boogie with the boogie of the beat. Come on. All right, that's crazy.
That's a guy who got kicked in the face.
Yeah, he got beat.
That's what it looks like when you get kicked in the face.
That foot. Ow.
Just, yeah.
They put a pool ball in my mouth and I chewed it like it was some gum. My head is big.
I was walking around outside at Motel 6 and I fell down and just dragged my face on the floor.
Motel 6.
Could be prostitutes. That might make more sense because he was at like a
it could be prostitutes,
right?
He is a sexual. He is a total. Like I knew in the early '90s, mid '90s, a guy who went to his house for dinner. It was like 4 or 5 couples fancy.
He's saying Diddy, by the way. Go ahead. Keep going.
And his entire back wall was a television screen, and he just had porn playing on it the whole night with just everyone eating and stuff. So he's not a normal gentleman.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
No, I can't tell. I don't know Dave enough.
I'm completely serious.
Was he? Because I never even heard of his wife. Was he ever married?
Gentlemen, we need to start a new podcast. This honestly, the Leno pitches is too good.
His wife was very active in like helping the women from the Taliban. So who knows? Could be the Taliban.
This went so crazy.
Taliban hates porn also. Come on. Put it together. 2 plus.
This is the craziest.
I told you I'm the left's new Rogan. Work with me.
Yeah, this is getting real Rogan-y. This is getting real Rogan.
Dare I say, Rogan's argument's more informed. Dave's just like, how about another keyword? Taliban? How we feeling? What do we feel about the Taliban? They might be involved. I don't know how deep this goes.
He just has a dart at a wall with different words on it.
Yeah, he's just playing catchword. Taliban? What do you think about that?
How do you think he got to Tonight Show? Over.
Just like
David.
listening
You
to
think that's
someone
just
explain to me what's on the back of the $20 bill.
Nobody's talking about Letterman. Like, he's not fucking involved in this. Like, he isn't working within this fucking crew trying to take out Leto.
But if this is like, you know,
Those bruises on his face are Letterman-sized shoes.
Oh my God!
you know, it's like how the Cold War never stopped. The Tonight Show war never really stopped.
They never
That's
caved.
right.
Oh, Dave and Jay, they're still going at it.
And the Taliban didn't
By the way, Dave
want
beat
to
him in
be
the
involved.
ratings. What?
But the Taliban got dragged into that fucking war.
Osama bin Leno. Think about it.
I'm just in a cave. If the cave's not that big,
I'll tell you what, it's pretty good here. I'll tell you what, this cave rocks. And the thing that I can always grab one of them. Wow, that's our best. That is our best non sequitur on. I can't believe there's a world where I almost didn't mention that. And then we just had 9 minutes of talking about how Jay Leno's in the pocket of the Taliban and they kicked him in the face.
No, he's against the Taliban.
It's fighting them.
Letterman's working with the Taliban. Stick with us. All right, it's out of Pittsburgh.
Okay.
It's out of Pittsburgh. Becomes a Caruso by crying coal. For 10 years, Diomede Ventresco, a peddler, has been wandering the streets crying coal, coal. Now he has a voice almost as fine as Caruso's, the experts say. They attribute it to the simple, regular outdoor training to which the unrealized fuel vendor subjects his vocal organs.
So this guy's saying coal so much that he's great. This is like an America's Got Talent intro.
Yeah.
It's just, he's just working on his vocal cords.
But it's only one word.
Yeah, that's going to be an issue.
Oh.
He's the best in the business. There is one thing I should tell you before you hire him. He's only good at singing coal, the word coal. So I'm it's pretty easy to understand the parameters.
Like he's good at with songs.
No. That, by the way, very helpful if we can get one of those. But if there are words outside of coal, if there are lyrics that aren't the word coal,
there's a lot. Almost all.
That's not going to be great. So maybe pair him with someone who does the other words, because Cole, he's the best in the business at Cole. He is the best in the business at Cole.
If we find does every other word in the English language, then we can mix them together.
Yeah, I think that guy might not fill in all the holes you're thinking. I mean, this guy's purely Cole. He's Cole only. And I'll tell you the other part, he will not learn another word.
And he will not sing inside.
And by the way, he's an outdoor only Cole guy. So,
oh my God, this is really not
to put too many fences around this project, but it's outdoor only and Cole. And after he sings Cole, he needs to be paid. Yeah, go ahead.
The production is Les Mis.
Yes. Which I believe after we went through it, we couldn't find one Cole in there. So
we're not sure in there.
Yeah,
I was suggesting, this was my thing, La Miz in West Virginia.
Could be great. We think that'd be really good. Again, do it out. You have to do it outside. We cannot stress enough that he will. You're not even getting him inside for an audition. Frankly,
none of our productions are outside, so
that's going to be a big problem. Well, I'll tell you what. I don't know if this one will work for two reasons. The first is it sounds like it's all inside, which is a huge problem. The second is I don't even think you have the word he'll sing, which is
no, not at the show. Big. No, it's Les Mis.
I just had an idea. What if you changed every word to Cole? And you did it outside.
Yeah, no, that's not going to. I mean, it sounds
you're right.
like just the worst idea I've ever heard.
Felt better, yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Okay. Well, keep us in mind if you have any musicals that are only Cole or have Cole in it and you want to pair them with a guy.
I mean, I might just suggest you write one because I don't think there's any out there that are actually just coal.
Coal. This is coal. This is coal. It's outside. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I've already got a bunch of stuff cranking. I'll put together a PDF. Get that over to you guys.
Yeah, it's 1912, so there's no PDFs.
Yeah, big time, buddy. Big time.
Okay.
I rep dogs too. If you guys are interested in a dog, yeah. And he will not work with the coal guy. By the by.
Ventrisco's voice was discovered when he was committed to the county jail on a charge of disorderly conduct. Warden Lewis was training his prison choir for Christmas, and the peddler was asked to join. Scarcely had he run the scale when the warden dashed to the phone and summoned Professor Landon and other singing instructors.
It's like Back to the Future.
Yeah. They listened to the coal man's voice with open-eyed wonder. Quote, he'll be in Grand Opera in 2 years with proper culture, they chorused. He will be tried out first in vaudeville.
Well,
what?
It's like when they say, like, wasn't like Whitney Houston or something discovered at like a gas station?
Is that true?
What?
I feel like it's not. I'm gonna be honest. Now that came out, that doesn't feel real.
That you didn't hang in there for super long, Steve. I'm not gonna lie to you. You really
she was right next to boiled peanuts, just singing away. She's one of the classic gas station singers.
I think it was someone. I swear to God.
You do think it was somewhere?
Yeah, someone once.
Yeah, are you saying it might not have been Whitney, but someone was discovered singing at a gas station?
Someone got discovered at a gas station. I'll look it up.
Oh, Tony Braxton. That's pretty close. Tony Braxton's pretty close.
Was it?
Yeah. It was Tony Braxton.
That's crazy. Doesn't even happen.
What was she singing?
She went to Bowie State University to get a teaching degree. She decided to sing professionally after she was discovered by William E. Petaway Jr., who heard her singing while pumping gas. Yeah, I knew it was someone. That's pretty
right. It's right
I gotta say
that is great. Yeah. By the way, every other time though, I'd be at that gas station. If like other people would be like, "Stop!" Like if I heard that, I'd be, "God, stop it." I wouldn't be like, "Great voice." I'd be like, "We get it. You're needy." It's like when you would go to karaoke in LA and you'd be like, "Why are you here?"
Yeah, they're so good.
People would be like, "I didn't get hugged as a kid. Now I'm going to sing 9 songs tonight and ruin everything."
That LA karaoke they're pretty good though.
I know that's not what it's meant. Like, it's just not meant to be a place for like the people who would like go to LA karaoke and do like 9 songs a night. And then they were like, this is everything. And they'd be alone and you'd be like, this is sad.
Yeah. I'll tell you though, after Braxton got discovered at a gas station, those 76s all over the country were
just awful.
Just people.
Just an opera singer in Shell just banging them out. Cold. Gasoline.
Cold.
Petrol. There's just a bunch of little stories here.
These are good.
Samuel Best is a retired fire department captain, saw a fire across the street from his home and dropped dead from excitement.
That's the pre-ejaculation of firefighters.
That is just read it one more time just because that is the perfect headline.
Samuel Best, 78, a retired fire department captain, saw a fire across the street from his home and dropped dead from excitement.
So this guy was retired. Mm-hmm. So he was like, in his head, he was like, someday maybe they'll need me again. And then it's like across the street and his body can't contain himself. And he dies.
Oh, it's happening.
I feel like that's the guy That's the type of guy who's like the nowadays guy who like lives in Texas, goes to the gun range 10 times a day.
Yeah.
You know, he's had a pistol on him all the time. Something bad finally happens, gun jams, he got shot in the fucking head.
Or not even gun jams, he just sits like there like
yeah, he's outside.
Too real, too real, too real.
Although 2 physicians have declared an operation on his skull would make Charlie White, 12, into a good boy, his mother refuses to permit the surgeons to work because she believes in original sin.
Wow.
Okay, so
she's
right. First of all, she's wrong about the original sin, but right about the surgery. So he's not going to be fixed.
1912 skull pitching.
Oh,
what
we
want to do is get in your son's brain and take the battery out of it.
We got to get in there. So he's a problem, right? He's always causing trouble and stuff. And all right, so we want to get in there and crack that fucking skull open and take some parts out.
Yeah, my partner's a little. Let me just.
Want to get in?
We want to take out the bad part of the kid's brain.
Yeah. When we open it up, it's going to be like a big pink thing.
Half the brain has to go, ma'am.
There'll be some little black.
He's full of evil.
And the little black parts we'll just take out.
Yeah. We're going to take out all the gray. Do you understand?
I love the mom. Dude, you're not doing that to my son. Thanks, Mom.
We are.
God wanted him to be this bad and dumb and stupid.
Wait a minute.
God created a moron. Look, as much as I trust what you guys would do inside of my kid's skull, it's just not part of my religion.
Man, what if we get in there and we find God?
All right, crack him like an egg. Let's go. Sorry, Trevor.
You're scrambled now, honey.
Well, ma'am, I'm not going to lie. We got in there and we completely lost. The communication was... It's over. That kid, it's done. The boys, we took out so much. It was like, have you ever seen where Garfield tried to sneak a piece of cake? And then in order to even it out and squish it together, he has to take more cake. And then he eats the whole cake?
Yeah.
That with your boy's brain.
But as an added feature, we put a cue ball in his mouth.
Look at that, huh? He's like a pig on a platter.
You can shake his head, he gives you a little, it's like the first.
Look at that. He's rattling around.
He'll give you a fortune. Watch, just check this out.
Check back later. This kid, I swear. I swear.
A needle was removed from the right hip of Miss Fred Willis. It entered her thumb 22 years ago.
What the fuck? Now
Oswald did it.
This is
real. This is how anatomy works. You push a pin into your thumb. It takes about 20 years, gets down to your hip. You leave it in there 44 years, coming out your toe. Science.
No.
Science.
No.
Yeah. I mean, it's printed. So it happened.
This whole quick grab you section is a little. The first one I want. I like the coroner like going like through the body, being like, what got him? Like he was so excited for the fire, his heart blew up. And now we're talking about a needle going to a hip.
You're just smoking a cigarette. Hey.
How about a guy kept pulling a vine until he found Tarzan? I don't know. But this is a crazy part of the paper. A guy taught himself to read with an eye chart. I don't know. What is there anything there? I don't know. A guy licked so many stamps that he got hired by the post. I literally I am done. I can't even. I don't. You know what I mean? A woman bought a human jar. Sorry, I'm going to bed. This is. I'll noodle some.
Enrico Caruso, shot dead in La Tosca, fell on the stage so hard he bumped his nose, and when the blood began to flow, the dead man began to moan loudly, and then the curtain fell.
Well, It's not my best. That sounds like a kid making it up. What happened to him? I fell, and then his head got hit so hard, and then the blood came out, and then
I love that he was dead and moaning. It's like he's dead. The guy's moaning. It's like the coroner. The coroner's like, nah, he's dead. The guy's moaning. That's a good guy moaning.
Put the curtain down. I'm not. There's a little more to this. Show's over, people. We're done.
Out of 400 men and women taking his course in phrenology, Dr. Julius von Bernauer has promised to pick 3 couples who will be ideally mated. He will pick the affinities by the bumps on their heads.
So you'll be fucking Kathy. Just the guy feeling a head. I think I actually should bang Alice. Am I crazy? I'm feeling my own head here. It's perfect. That's very nice. That's very nice. Oh, he's got a little cue ball right down here. That's cool.
I know. Like, what about the people with like the hot dog pack? Like, what would someone who does that feel on those guys?
The hot dog pack?
You've never seen someone with like 4 hot dogs in the back?
Oh, the kind of like folds.
Yeah, the folds.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. 4 hot dogs.
That was
it's just the craziest way to describe it. Like a pack of hot dogs.
He did do it shorthand. Like he was like, hot dog neckers?
Yeah, hot dog neck.
Everyone's
hot dog neck guys.
Hot dog necker?
Hot dog neck.
A ball game head? In 1912, I think that's a more recent thing. I guess we had but when you look at like morbidly obese back then, they were like, he's 300 pounds.
I don't even know if that. I would probably say like 200.
Yeah. So they probably didn't have the hot dog neckers back then.
Yeah, you're right.
They were probably, and if they did, they were like, we've hired him for the circus.
I do just love like the lumpy head guy, like just getting it bad. Because even now, we're not doing it. But if someone had a bunch of lumps on their head, they're probably not like the most like fuckable person you've ever seen in your life.
Unless you like lumpy.
Unless you like a lumpy ass head.
Oh, I love a lumpy head.
What's the first thing you noticed that made you love her?
I love a sense of humor, and I love a head with a bunch of bumps.
This is just you on Hinge.
I love a big, no, I won't buy dinner, and yes, I want a lumpy melon.
At least 2 to 3 knots. Please do not reply unless it's just 2 to 3 knots.
An out of focus mirror of like picture of me naked. Like this guy is. I'm looking for a lumpy melon, and I won't pay. They keep freezing my account. The fuck.
This story is from Paris. A messenger boy has been reported to the police. A messenger boy has reported to the police the loss of a tube containing $8,000 worth of radium, which he says burned a hole in his pocket and fell to the sidewalk.
Not true. And by the way, that would be radium invented by Marie Curie. That was fun.
This is the time they were using all that radium shit and watches and stuff. Why not?
Wouldn't be. I mean, okay, but then we're like 10 years away from that kid being like, my hip fell off.
Yeah, absolutely. The kid's hip's going to fall off.
Yeah. I don't know if I mentioned Final Jeopardy yesterday was Marie Curie, and I got it.
Wow.
All right, last one.
Full circle.
Why? What? It's a cool story.
Wiley to Dairyman.
I come off great in that story. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Wives are just as important as cows.
Here's what I find strange. Mm-hmm. The fact that he's like, let me make a play for the wife. Like, he's not going like, cows are awesome. He's like, wives also have value.
Yeah, that was
yeah, hold on. Hear me out.
Now, you can't milk them. Yeah. But you can really get in there if you know what I'm talking about, gentlemen.
What if I told you God invented a cow you could fuck, and it's called a wife?
I have a question, sir.
No, we're not doing those.
I can fuck my cow.
Oh, well, all right. That's why we don't do these. Not a question, and nobody wanted to hear it.
And she don't put her wet and cold feet on my back. Or hot, wet feet.
What is going on? I got a real hot dog head.
This crowd is...
Am I being canceled?
I like how my brain wanted to say cold and it came out hot and wet.
Hot wet. By the way, you are allowed to sue someone if they're like, do you like the clammy feet? That's nice.
Your wives are just as important as your cows and should have as good care, said Dr. Harvey Wiley, chief chemist of the Department of Agriculture, to members of the Vermont Dairymen's Association here. A bathtub with hot and cold water in the house is just as important as a silo in the barn.
Dude, I love it. He was just like this. Everyone was like, this guy's fucking crazy. Can you believe he's saying this? Women are as good as cows? You gotta kill him. You gotta kill this guy.
And is that it? Is that all
That's
he said?
it.
He made 2 points. He's like, I got 2 bangers. You gotta, Beth, hear me out. A Beth is nice and a wife will do.
Yeah, get yourself a wife, get yourself a cow, get yourself a bath. Bang, you're done.
Man.
And the paper
You
was
got everything covered. You got outdoor fucking covered. You got indoor fucking covered.
the
and
paper,
you can get clean.
The paper giving this guy any space in the paper
It should
is
not.
like, it's like when someone films a crazy person in public and you're like, yeah, they exist. Leave them.
Yeah. Well, this is a tweet.
Like, yeah, this is like
This is like a Ben Shapiro
It's like,
tweet.
sometimes that'll happen when you argue with someone on Twitter, and then you'll like go to their profile and you're like, this person has been making points for 8 years and gotten no likes.
No, none.
Like
Not one.
nobody's liking anything, and they're still like, stop signs shouldn't be 8-sided. You're just like, what are you doing, bro? This is crazy. This is message in a bottle shit. Well, Steve, thank you for joining us. Is your mother going to listen to this?
Probably. Yeah, she's a dude.
Is she still into phrenology?
Yeah, no, she's lumpy as hell. I've been trying to shave him off. We've got her treatment. I tried putting a battery up in her nose. Apparently that added another lump. Let's see what happens.
She's lumpy as hell, and I tried shaving him off. Steve, wrong approach. Well, thank you. Scuba Steve Furey, truly one of the fucking funniest dudes ever.
Yeah, that was so fun. Thank you both. I really, really, really appreciate it.
Thank you for joining us,
Yeah,
Steve.
awesome.
And I love you.
Love you guys.
Marry
Bye.
us. Marry
I'm
the
not
show.
going to say that. I'm not going to
We
say I
love you,
love you.
buddy.